So, dann geht es los hier mit der Aufstellung der Gäste aus Heidenheim. Die Heideköpfe spielen heute mit folgenden Leuten. Zunächst einmal die Auswechselspieler, das ist mit der 28 Patrick Seyfried, die 11 Tyler Lockwood, die 12 Holger Gößmann, die 10 gleichzeitig Trainer Klaus Eckle, mit der 45 Head Coach Mike Hartley und die 30 Johannes Krupp. Die Starting Nine der Heideköpfe, das ist mit der 32 Leftfielder Sascha Lutz, die Nummer 6 Shortstop Charlie Carla Maia, die 16 Andrew Smith auf der Third Base, First Baseman, Catcher Simon Göring mit der Nummer 14, im Centerfield Jamie McGowan mit der 42, Pitcher Luke Sommer mit der Nummer 3, die Nummer 47, First Baseman Jay Petchy, die 29, Robert Gruber im Right Field und last but not least, Second Baseman Philipp Schulz. So, kommen wir zum Heimteam. Die Haar Disciples spielen heute mit folgenden Leuten. Das ist zunächst mal mit der 7 Bruno Auerhammer, die 21 Gabe Senderisius, die 48 David Wallace, die 29 David Jeborowski, die 56 Jan Endreat, die 71 Bernd Bistiradovic und die 99 Klaus Nicolici. Begrüßen wollen wir auch Trainer bzw. Co-Trainer Tim Willeford und Chris Dresel. Und die Starting Nine der Haar Disciples heute gegen die Heidenheim Heideköpfe. Shortstop Christopher Ziegler mit der 27. Nach ihm David Selsemeyer im Left Field. Mit der Nummer 9 Joey Dyke als Centerfielder. Der Third Baseman Josh Peterson mit der Nummer 19. Die 97 Spielertrainer Head Coach mit Stefan auf der First Base. Wie gewohnt im Right Field Cedric Bastel mit der Nummer 13. Mit der Nummer 1 Second Baseman Lukas Steinlein. Die Nummer 37 Catcher Rufio Schulz. Die 24 als die Age Yazzi Vidal. Und auf dem Mound steht heute mit der Nummer 3 Kevin Triesel. Nicht vergessen wollen wir natürlich auch zwei weitere Teilnehmer hier am Spielgeschehen, und zwar sind das als Schiedsrichter im Feld Mark Madman Major und hinter der Platte Patrick Meister, sein Kollege. Gutes Spiel! Weiter geht's jetzt mit der Nationalhymne. Dazu bitte erheben, Mützen vom Kopf und los geht's. Jawohl, wunderbar, vielen Dank an alle Beteiligten hier, und damit geht es zur Plate Conference. Dran teilnehmen tun, wie gesagt, neben den Schiedsrichtern die zwei Head Coaches mit Stefan und Mike Hartley.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Our Disciples Baseball. Coming to you live from the Sport Park in Egelfing. Today's game between the Heidenheim Heidekopf and the Haar Disciples. The Heidekopf are leading the Bundesliga South with a record of 13-3. They overtook the Legionnaire last week, beating them 3 out of 4 times this season. As you can see the Tabelle for the South, the Haar Disciples come in 6th place, 7-7. They did have a rainout, so they do have a couple games they need to make up. So this begins a 4-game stretch that is very important for the Haar Disciples. They play 2 today and then 2 on Sunday in Heidenheim. So 4 straight games against the Heidenheim Heidekopf, the first place team in the Bundesliga South. So we're excited to see what will transpire over the next few days. We will also be broadcasting the game from Heidenheim on Sunday. That will be June 1st, starting at 1 p.m. live from Heidenheim. When the LTE signal is strong enough. So in the meantime, before the Haar Disciples take the field, we're going to tell you who they're going to take the field with. Pitching for today's game will be the young right-hander Kevin Triesel, and he'll be working with his battery mate Rufio Schultz behind the plate. Around the infield, a little bit of a different look. This is the defense that the Disciples put out there in the second game against Regensburg. Josh Peterson at third. Chris Ziegler is getting the start at shortstop today. Lucas Steinlein playing second base. Mitch Stefan, as usual, is at first. In the outfield, David Selsemeyer in left. Joe Dyke playing center. Cedric Bossel moves to right field for game 1. And we already showed it to you, but we're going to show it to you again. This is the batting lineup that the Heidekopf will send to the plate against Kevin Triesel. Left fielder Sascha Lutz will lead off. Charlie Calamia will play shortstop and bat second. Andrew Smith batting third, playing third. Simon Göring catching, batting fourth. Jamie McOwen batting fifth, playing center. Luke Summer, the left-handed pitcher, on the mound. Batting sixth, batting seventh, Jay Pecci, the first baseman. Robert Gruber, the right fielder, bats eighth, and Philip Schultz, the second baseman, bats ninth. And the Haar Disciples are going to take the field. Kevin Triesel is going to go out there and start throwing his warm-up pitches.
Ein relativ spannender Spieltag heute auch, weil es sich ein Doppelduell handelt. Sprich, am kommenden Sonntag gibt es
Triesel takes the mound. He has pitched 15 innings this year. He's given up 12 hits, 5 earned runs. He has struck out 15. And he's got himself an ERA of exactly 3. One loss record of 2-0. He got the win in the Disciples' first win of the year. That was in 10 innings against the Mainz Athletics. And so Triesel is getting ready, throwing his warm-up pitches. The first man he will face will be the left-handed hitting outfielder Sascha Lutz. Lutz comes in with a batting average of .339. He's had 66 plate appearances in 14 games, 56 at-bats, 19 hits, 3 doubles, and a home run among those. He's scored 20 runs, driven in 7. He's also walked 10 times, left-hand hitter. So as Schultz throws the ball around the infield, Kevin Triesel is ready. Sascha Lutz is striding up to the batter's box.
Alle Leute fertig am Schlag hier. Das ist Leadoff für die Heidenheim Heideköpfe seit diesem Jahr in Heidenheim dabei. Mit der 32, Sascha Lutz.
So here's Sascha Lutz. Digging in, left-hand hitter. You can hear the Heidenheim fans have shown up in nice numbers. They brought their noisemakers with them, so it should be a good atmosphere for today's game. The pitch on the way is low for ball 1.
Ball Nummer 1 hier für Sascha Lutz, geworfen von seinem Gegenüber Kevin Triesel auf dem Mount für die Disciples.
Triesel winds, deals. Lutz showed bunt, took a pitch down in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes.
Aber Ball in den Boden, damit Count 2 Balls und kein Strike.
Ziegler is back on the outfield grass, as is Steinlein up the middle. Breaking ball, and it is inside 3-0. Now the count is Triesel missing.
Und ein weiterer Ball, damit jetzt kaum 3 Balls, kein Strike.
There's the fastball over, 3-1.
Nummer 1, Fastball über die Platte, damit 3-1 der Count hier für Sascha Lutz.
Strike 2 called, and the count is now full as Triesel comes back from the 3-0 count to even it.
Kevin Triesel kommt zurück.
And he lost him. So leadoff walk.
Aber der geht knapp vorbei damit. Leadoff walk hier für Sascha Lutz. Bringt ihn auf Base Nummer 1. Wir machen jetzt in der Batters Box mit der Nummer 6, Charlie Kalamier.
Lutz has 7 stolen bases in 8 tries. So let's see if he's going to be going. Kalamia, the hitter. Charlie Kalamia, right-handed hitting shortstop. Lutz with a short lead. Not going. The pitch is just a bit outside, ball 1.
Fastball outside low.
Kalamia is hitting 346, and a throw to first. Lutz dives back safely. 18 hits, 52 at-bats. There's a breaking ball and a good one. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a hard hit ground ball. Ziegler fields it, is going to shovel it to Steinlein. Can they turn 2? The scoop by Stefan, they got him. 6-4-3, double play.
Hier von Christoph Ziegler, Lukas Steinlein und ein Weltklasse-Pick hier von First Baseman mit Stefan. Damit 2 aus für die Hardy Cycles. Base ist wieder leer und am Schlag jetzt mit der Nummer 16 Andrew Smith.
So here's Andrew Smith with 2 outs and nobody on. Kalamia hit that ground ball hard, but it was tailor-made for Ziegler to turn. There's Triesel's wind and pitch. Curveball on the first pitch. Strike called on the outside corner, nothing in 1.
Strike Nummer 1 auf diesen Curveball von Kevin Triesel.
This one is low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Two down, top of the first, no score. Triesel trying to set the Heidenheim down in order. There's a breaking ball, slowly hit on the ground. Peterson charging, one-hands it. Nonchalantly throws to first, and a good 1-2-3 inning for Triesel. There are 2, that's the end of the first inning, end of the top of the first. No score. So the Heidenheim Heidenkopf have taken the field after a 1-2-3 inning for Triesel in the top half. And this is what the defense looks like. Luke Sommer is on the mound pitching, and he's pitching to the national team captain, catcher Simon Göring. Andrew Smith playing third, Charlie Kalamia, the shortstop. Philip Schultz is at second, Jay Pesci playing first. Around the outfield, Sascha Lutz, Jamie McOwen, and Robert Gruber in today's defensive alignment. And this is the lineup that Sommer is going to face. He's going to face Chris Ziegler, David Selsemeyer, and Joey Dyke. And then 4, 5, 6 will be Josh Peterson, Mitch Stefan, Cedric Bassel. 7, 8, 9, Lucas Steinlein, Rufio Schultz, and Yasmani Vidal. So the Disciples looking to rebound from a tough weekend against Regensburg. And Luke Sommer is a tough customer to do it against. He was last year's most valuable player because of his abilities both as a pitcher and a hitter. This year as a pitcher, he has pitched 4 games, 17 in the third innings, 10 hits, only 2 earned runs, 19 strikeouts, 9 walks. He has not hit a batter. He has not thrown a wild pitch. He's got a record of 3-0 and an ERA of 1.04. So he will be a tough customer for the Disciples for sure today, especially if he's got his control, which he has had so far in the season. Tall, lanky left-hander. Grew up in Oregon, I believe, and plays. This is his second year with the Heidekopf. Played minor league ball with several different clubs in the U.S. And he is finished with his warm-up tosses. So here's Chris Ziegler. Ziegler, left-handed hitting shortstop, infielder. Where's number 27, comes in hitting at .362, 17 hits, 47 at bats. 2 doubles and a triple among those. He's scored 11 runs. So he's going to try and get the offense going for the Disciples here in the bottom of the first of a scoreless game. Luke Sommer has his sign and deals. Swing and a miss. Looked like an off-speed pitch on the first pitch of the game. Strike 1. A 1 pitch. Ziegler shortened up to bunt, and he bunted and missed. Strike 2. Looked like another off-speed pitch by Luke Sommer. So Sommer quickly out in front, 0-2. And he got him swinging. Another off-speed pitch. 3 off-speed pitches to start the game. The ball was dropped momentarily by Göring, but Ziegler went around on the swing. 1 down. So here's David Selsemeyer, right-hand hitter. And there's a fastball hit in the air to right field. Going back on the ball is Gruber. This ball's going to be over his head and extra bases. Selsemeyer rounding first, heading for 2. And he is going to hold up there with a double to right field over the head of Robert Gruber.
Damit der erste Base-Runner für die Disciples gleich in Scoring-Position auf Base Nummer 2. Und am Start wird nach ihm Mitte Nummer 9. Das ist Joey Dyke.
So here's Dyke. Dyke, a right-hand hitter. He's got 5 home runs on the year. Selsemeyer out at second base, swinging at the first pitch. Sommer from the stretch as Schultz was running back in to second base. The first pitch is a strike called at the letters. 0-1 to Dyke. Disciples trying to strike first here. It'd be a big confidence booster if they could get Selsemeyer across the plate. 0-1. Slow curve, and it is just outside. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here it comes. Runner going for third, swing and a miss. Here's Göring's throw, and Selsemeyer is going to be out by about 10 feet. So, 2 down. And suddenly the rally is gone. 1 ball and 2 strikes as Dyke swung and missed at the pitch. So Selsemeyer erased on the caught stealing. There's a swing and a foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Summer is adjusting his glove, looked like. Now he picks up the rosin bag, puts it down, gets back up there. 1-2 on Dyke. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's the pitch. Slow curve, and Dyke just got a piece, fouled it back. Count remains 1-2. Josh Peterson waiting on deck. Bottom of the first, no score. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Summer. This ball is hit high and deep to right center field. Going back on it is Jamie McOwen. He's not going to get it. The ball lands in the gap, and that'll be another extra base hit. Dyke is rounding second base, and he will hold on there as Schultz gets the ball back in. So back-to-back doubles, but the Disciples have nothing to show for it because of the caught stealing. So again, a runner on second base, this time with 2 outs. That'll bring up Josh Peterson. That ball was lined to the right center field gap between Gruber in right and the center fielder Jamie McOwen. So Dyke is now in scoring position. Josh Peterson at the plate. The first pitch from Summer is a curve, and it's a strike, 0-1. Dyke, by the way, was hitting at 527. Peterson is hitting 298, but Peterson also has 2 home runs. I think he has 3, actually. Peterson has 3. Here's the pitch. Another curve, and it's another strike, 0-2. Summer throwing a lot of off-speed pitches to start this ball game. Here's the 0-2. This ball hit in the air to center field. McOwen going back, ranging in front of the fence, has room, and he makes the catch. And the inning is over. Peterson flies out to deep center field for the 3rd out. No runs, 2 hits, 1 man left on base, no errors. At the end of 1, no score.
So, Anfang Inning Nummer 2.
Here we go. It'll be 4-5-6 for the Heidenkopf versus Kevin Driesel. So Simon Göring steps to the plate against Driesel. Driesel retired the side in order thanks to a double play ball in the first, and he winds and deals, and Göring swings and lines a base hit to left field directly between Ziegler and Peterson, and there's the first hit of the game for the Heidenkopf. Simon Göring with a single left field. Göring was hitting .404 with 23 hits, 57 at-bats, so he can add to that. He is not a base stealer, although he does have 2. Here's the left-handed hitting center fielder, Jamie McOwen. Goering leading off first. Triesel's pitch is a strike called, 0-1. McOwen is hitting at .397. He's got 4 home runs on the year. Left-hand hitter with power. Bossel is playing him deep into pull in right field. Dyke is shaded over towards the gap in right center of the pitch. In the dirt, good block by Rufio. Schultz, runner taking out for second. Schultz's throw is high, and Goering is in there. That'll be a wild pitch, I would guess. So Goering is at second base on the wild pitch. The pitch was a ball, so it is 1-1. Nobody out. Goering now in scoring position. Jamie McOwen against Triesel. The pitch, breaking ball, and it's in there for a strike. Nice pitch from Kevin. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Peterson is playing up, almost on the grass at third. Shortstop Ziegler is shaded towards the bag behind Goering. That means there's a big hole between short and third. Outfield is still swung over, playing McOwen to pull. Selsemeyer in left, Dyke in center, and Bossel in right. The 1-2 pitch, curveball, and he just missed the outside corner, 2-2. Nobody out, top of the second inning. No score in the game. Triesel working to a 2-2 count to Jamie McOwen with the runner Simon Goering at second base. Luke Summer waits on deck. Here's the pitch. Fastball is away, and it's now full 3-2. 3-2. And time is called. And they've called a balk on Kevin Triesel. So that will move Goering to third. I didn't see what happened, but Triesel must have started his motion and then stopped. Perhaps he didn't step off the mound correctly. And now Chris Dressel's going to talk to the home plate umpire. The balk was called, I believe, by the base umpire. And now they're going to have a chat about it. So he's going to confirm what exactly the motion was that happened. So there's a small conference between the umpires. And it's a very short one. And now Dressel getting the full explanation, it looks like. 3-2 is the count on Jamie McOwen. Runner at third is Simon Goering. He reached via a base hit, and then he reached second on a wild pitch, and now Triesel balked him to third. In case you're wondering what a balk is when the pitcher begins the windup but then does not complete it. And the rule is basically a result of a long evolution of things that are designed to prevent the pitcher from deceiving the base runner. And when the base runner thinks the pitcher's going to throw home but he doesn't, he can be caught off the base, and that's why they've instituted a rule to prevent that. And so that's what happens. So Triesel from the windup deals, and the pitch is high, and it's ball 4. That puts McOwen on first. So first and third. That'll bring up the pitcher, Luke Summer. Summer, a very good hitter. 7 hits in 27 at-bats. 2 of them are home runs. First and third, McOwen, who's got good speed, might be going. There's nobody out. Not going on the first pitch. First pitch is high outside for ball, 1-0. McOwen, the runner at first, he has 4 stolen bases. He's been caught twice. Triesel gives him a look. Goering is off third. McOwen still not going. The curveball, and that's a good one. In there for a strike, 1-1. No score, but Heidenheim threatening here in the bottom of the second inning. Top of the second inning, rather. 1 ball and 1 strike to count on Summer. Fastball is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Goering at third. McOwen is at first, has not shown any signs of running yet. 2-1. And this one is away, skips off the glove of Schultz, and that time McOwen takes second base. 3-1, not sure if that's a pass ball or wild pitch. Doesn't really matter, the runners are at second and third. Count is 3-1. Three balls, one strike. And the runner takes off from third, but he's faking. He was trying to get a balk, and it didn't work, but the pitch was high and outside. Ball four, bases loaded, nobody out. As Simon Göring took off, was faking from third. That'll bring up Jay Pecci with the bases loaded. Nobody out. This is a jam of the largest proportion. The infield is still playing back. However, the corners, Peterson and Stefan, are up on the grass looking for a grounder to come home to get the force. And Pecci takes a curveball outside, ball one. One ball, no strikes on Pecci, nowhere to put him. Treisel winds, kicks and deals, curveball, and it is high, 2-0. Treisel is in a big jam right here. Treisel needs to throw some strikes. The 2-0 pitch, and there's a strike called. Fastball at the letters on the outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Bases loaded, nobody out. Göring, the runner at third, McOwen at second. There's a tapper back to Treisel, and it goes off of his glove behind him. He has one play, and that's to first, but that means the run will come home and score. As Göring comes home, that makes it 1-0 as Pecci grounds out 1-3. All the other runners move up, and it is 1-0 Heidenheim on the RBI ground out by Jay Pecci. Treisel had a chance to get the out at home, but the ball went off of his glove. And then when that happened, he took the wise play. Runners are now at second and third. One down, and here is Robert Gruber, the right fielder. Gruber also used as a pitcher by Heidenheim. There's the pitch, and he starts him with a curveball, and it's in there for a strike, 0-1. So McOwen is at third. Summer is now at second. Pecci gets an RBI. 1 strike to Robert Gruber. And the curve is a little high. Treisel throwing a lot of curveballs. 1 ball and 1 strike. Runners leading second and third. Here's the 1-1. That one hit him, and the bases are loaded again. As Treisel struggling with his control. So here's Schultz with the bases loaded. Again, that sets up the force play, if that's the silver lining. Bases loaded, 1 out. Here's Treisel's pitch. And the fastball gets away from Schultz. It caroms back towards him, but that's going to allow all the runners to move up. And a run will score. And it is 2-0. So that was McOwen scoring on a wild pitch. Summer moves to third. Gruber moves to second. 1 ball and no strikes to count on Philip Schultz as Heidenheim leads 2-0. And Haar is suffering from the effects of wildness so far.
Und an Timer gibt es auch noch eine kurze Konversation hier zwischen Head Coach, Assistant Coach Chris Treisel und seine Battery aus Kevin Treisel und Rufio Schultz. So, kann aber auch schon weitergehen. Wie gesagt, Spielstand jetzt 2-0 und der Count 1 Ball.
So, 1 ball, no strikes on Philip Schultz. Schultz, by the way, 12 hits and 43 at bats, good for a 279. There's the 1-0 pitch to him. The infield is now up. And the curveball high from Treasel, 2-0. Sascha Lutz waiting on deck. 3-0. As Treasel gave up a single, a walk, a ground out, hit by pitch, and he is now 3-0. So he is walking a dangerous line right now, that is for sure. 3-0 the count on the number 9 hitter, Philipp Schultz. And Heidenheim is just waiting him out. And there's ball 4. So here's Sascha Lutz. Lutz walked his first time. Treasel has issued 1, 2, 3, 4 walks. And a hit by pitch. So Lutz, left-hand hitter, bases loaded. The infield backs up the middle. If they get a grounder, they can try and turn it double play. It is already 2-0. Here's the pitch. And that is a ball. Somehow. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, no strikes on Lutz. Bossel is deep in right. Dyke, right center. Selsemeyer in left. Peterson and Stefan up on the grass. There's a strike called at the letters on the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count. Treasel trying to work his way out of a big-time jam here. If he can get a ground ball at an infielder, he can escape. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And it missed. 2-1. The bases are loaded on Lutz, for Lutz. 2-1 the count to him. Nowhere to put him. Treasel from the full wind deals in the dirt. 3-1, and 1 more bad one would mean a run for Heidenheim. Three and 1. And this ball sliced fouled on the left field line, going out of play. And the count is now full, 3-2. That was a good fastball by Kevin. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases loaded. The runners are Sommer, Gruber, and Schultz around from 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. And he swings at a pitch that might have been down and out of the zone, but it was fouled away. The count remains 3-2. Looks like he was maybe out in front of that pitch. Off-speed pitch of some type by Kevin Treasel. 3-2. Treasel trying to get Lutz and preserve as Sommer dancing off of 3rd. Treasel winds, deals. Curveball slapped foul again over near the Disciples' dugout. Lutz with the defensive swing. Three and 2. Here's the pitch. Swung on, lined, foul, just barely down the right field line. So Lutz has fouled off a bunch of 3-2 pitches, and we'll do it again. Three and 2 bases loaded, 1 out. Haar trailing 2-0. Treasel has thrown a lot of pitches in this inning, but he's got some work ahead of him, and he lost him. So a base on balls forces in a run. RBI for Lutz as Luke Sommer scores. Gruber moves to 3rd, and it is now 3-0.
Erneut Bases loaded und ein Aus. Und dann startet jetzt Charlie
Calamia comes to the plate. Charlie Calamia grounded into a double play his first time. And Treasel would love that. There's the curved ball inside, ball one. The inning began with a single to Goering, then a walk to McOwen, walk to Summer, ground out by Pecci. Gruber and Schultz both reached. Gruber on the hit by pitch, Schultz on the walk. This one up and in. 2 balls, no strikes, as Treasel has really been behind every hitter. And when you fall behind every hitter, there's no reason for the hitter to go chasing. He can zero in on the pitch he likes and wait it out, and that's what Heidenheim has done. 2-0 pitch, and there's a pop-up to the right side. Bossel chasing hard over near the line, and he cannot reach it, and the ball lands foul. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two and one on Calamia with Gruber at third, Schultz at second, and Lutz at first. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Treasel desperately hoping for a ground ball. And the line on the 2-1 pitch. Curveball grounded, fouled on the third baseline, and now the count is even 2-2. Luke Summer has already been staked to a 3-0 lead. Heidenheim only has 1 hit. And that's been the problem for the Disciples. When it rains, it pours, and it's the walks. And there's a fastball over the head of Calamia, and the pitch is ball number 3, and the count is full 3-2. Treasel has walked 5 and hit a batter, given up 1 hit. There's the payoff pitch. Grounded back to Treasel, goes over his glove. It's fielded by Steinlein, who feeds Siegler. Throw to first. Not in time, but they do get the force. A run comes home to score. So there are 2 down. Gruber scores from third. Schultz will move to third on the 4-6 force out. So runners are now second and third with 2 down, and it is 4-0 Heidenheim. That'll be an RBI ground out for Calamia. That'll bring up Smith, and with Smith that means Heidenheim has batted around here. Smith his first time, grounded to third. Runner goes from first. The pitch is swung on, hit on the ground is short. 2 hops for Siegler. He looks it into the glove and throws to first in time for the out. That's the third out of the inning. So the inning finally comes to an end for Kevin Treasel. Not before. 4 runs on 1 hit. There were 2 left. And there were no errors at the end of 1.5. It is Heidenheim 4, Haar nothing.
So, liebe Gäste der Haar Disciples, ich möchte euch auf eine tolle neue Bestellung hier von der Disciples Crew aufmerksam machen. Und zwar gibt es jetzt vorne am Kiosk ganz neu die neuen Disciples.
All right, bottom of the second inning. And Luke Summer has been literally given a 4-0 lead. The Heidenheim Heidecup scored 4 runs with only the benefit of 1 hit. That was the leadoff single by Simon Goering. But thanks to the wildness of Treasel, the Heidecup were able to plate 4 runs. So the Disciples have their work cut out for them against Luke Sommer, and it'll be 4, 5, and 6. Excuse me, 5, 6, and 7. Mitch Stefan, Cedric Bassel, and Lucas Steinlein. Stefan is 16 for 50. That's good for 320. He's got a home run. Lefty against lefty. As Luke Sommer getting ready. Smith at third is playing way off the line. Calamia is playing up the middle as there's a pitch inside and low ball 1 to Stefan, 1-0. Second baseman Schultz is shaded way over. Lutz in left. Center fielder McGowan is way over in right center field. If Stefan drives onto the gap, which he has done before, he could get an easy extra base hit. 1-1 on Mitch. Here's the pitch from Sommer. And a good off-speed pitch by Luke Sommer. Stefan way out in front, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Here it comes. And he got him. He fooled him badly with that off-speed pitch. Second strikeout for Luke Sommer. Here's Cedric Bassel.
Das ist right fielder Cedric Bassel.
Bassel comes in 9 for 49. Among those 9 hits, he's got 4 doubles and a triple, so his slugging percentage is .306. Here's the wind and the pitch from Luke Sommer. Takes one high, ball 1. One and 0 from Sommer to Cedric Bassel. There's the pitch. There's a swing. That ball hit in the air to center field. McCohen ranging over towards the gap. He's going to run it down. Nice running catch by Jamie McCohen in right center field. Bassel hit that ball hard, but McCohen runs it down in right center field. That's the second out of the inning.
Und am Schlag jetzt mit der Nummer 1, Lucas Steinlein.
And here's Lucas Steinlein. Pitch is down and in, ball 1 to Lucas. Right-hand hitter playing second base in today's game. Here's the pitch. This ball hit in the air to right field. Gruber moving over, makes the catch, and a 1-2-3 inning for Luke Sommer. So at the end of 2 full, it is 4-0 Heidenheim. All right, getting ready for the top of the 3rd inning. It's going to start off exactly the same way the 2nd inning did, with Simon Göring, Jamie McCohen, and Luke Sommer.
Weiter geht's jetzt hier mit der Offensive der Heideköpfe. Und das ist mit der Nummer 14, wie bereits im 2. Inning. Der Lido mit der 14.
So Simon Göring lined a base hit his first time. That's the only hit Treasel has given up. But that started the 4-run walkathon. And the curveball is a strike called on the outside corner. Treasel is going to try and restart his game here in the 3rd. There's the 0-1 pitch from Treasel to Göring. Breaking balls outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. 4 1-0 to 0 2-0. Top of the third, first game of a doubleheader. There's a swing and a drive high and deep left center field. Dyke going back, way back. That ball is caught by Joe Dyke in left center field. Nice running catch. As he ran that ball down, that ball was well struck by Göring, and Dyke ran it down. 1 down.
Aus Nummer 1. Ich mag es erst gar nicht glauben, aber es war tatsächlich so. Damit jetzt am Schlag mit der 42.
So, nice defensive play.
Jamie McGowan.
As Treasel got that fastball down the middle, and Göring got good wood on it, drove it towards the gap left center field, but Dyke was able to range all the way over and reach out and make a backhand catch. So here's Jamie McGowan. And McGowan looks at a ball. 1 ball, no strikes on him. McGowan walked and scored in his first time to the plate. He scored the second run. Left-hand hitter. Treasel winds, deals 1-0. Curved ball. Did he go around? He did, said the first home plate umpire. Strike 1. That was a good, sharp breaking curve ball by Kevin Treasel. 1-1 the count. And another good one as McGowan swings over the top. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the third. Fastball is outside, 2-2. Treasel trying to get McGowan to chase. McGowan not biting. Very good crowd here. A lot of people from Heidenheim. There's a curveball. That one is lined into right field. That's a base hit in front of Cedric Bossel. That was a hanging curveball by Treasel. It was up, and McGowan waited on it and lined it into right field for a single. That's the second hit of the game for the Heideköpf. So that'll bring up Luke Summer with the runner at first. Summer walked and scored his first time. McGowan might be running in this situation, although he did not take off last time he was on. Not going, the pitch is low. 1 ball, no strikes. Treasel wanted that one, but it was low. Luke Summer, of course, very tall. Got a higher strike zone than some of the other players. And now there goes the runner. The pitch is low. Here's the throw from Schultz from his knees. It won't be in time. Stolen base for Jamie McGowan. 2 balls and no strikes to count on Luke Summer.
Jamie McGowan hier auf die Base Nummer 2. Außerdem Ball Nummer 2.
2-0 to Summer with McGowan in scoring position with only 1 out. The pitch, and it is low, 3-0. And here we go again. Treasel falling behind. 3 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Summer might be swinging. And he took it low, and Treasel, kicking at the dirt on the mound, is not happy with the strike zone. But as is often the case when you're not throwing a lot of strikes, you're also not going to get the close ones. So that is a walk that puts Luke Summer at first. Runners on first and second. That is walk number 5, issued by Treasel. Here's Jay Pecci, first and second. And a strike called at the letters, 0-1. Pecci grounded to Treasel his first time, drove in a run. So Pecci's 0 for 1 with an RBI. There's the pitch. This ball hit on the ground, right side. Stefan fields it. He's going to go to second for 1. The relay throw is not in time as Pecci coming down the line just beat it. So 3-6-1. They get the force at second, so Summer is retired. That's out number 2. Moving to third is McGowan, and Pecci reaches first on the fielder's choice. So runners are now first and third with 2 outs. And the batter is Robert Gruber. Gruber was hit by a pitch and scored. So Pecci up first, 2 down, first and third. He's not going. The pitch to Gruber in the dirt, gets away from Schultz, and that's going to allow the run to come home from third and score. That's Jamie McOwen will score on the wild pitch. Pecci moves to second, and it is 5-0. One ball, no strikes on Gruber. Pitch, strike called, and the count is now 1-1 on Gruber. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Curveball tapped foul at the plate. 1-2. Runner at second is Jay Pecci. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Robert Gruber with 2 down. 1 run is in, again, without the benefit of a hit, as the run scored on a wild pitch. 5-2-0 to 0-2-0, and that is not a line score that the Heart Disciples would like to see, as there's a play on second, as Ziegler was running in behind Pecci, but Pecci easily back. 0-2. Excuse me, the count is 1-2 on Robert Gruber. There's the pitch. This ball hits sharply on the ground. Ziegler has to short hop it, and he kicks it and can't get the handle on it, and that'll allow the runner to reach first. Gruber is at first.
Robert Gruber kommt auf, ist Nummer 1. Und sein Kollegen zieht ihn von 2 auf 3. Und bei 2 aus, jetzt am Start mit der 9 Philipp Schulz.
So the runners are first and third. And that has been scored a base hit. So a base hit for Robert Gruber puts Pecci at third. And a throw to first. And Gruber is back. Gruber with a medium-sized lead. There he goes. The pitch, a curveball, is called a ball, and Gruber is in. No throw from Schultz. So Gruber steals second. Ball 1, the batter is Philip Schultz. Schultz walked and scored his first time. And now Treasel will go from the windup. There's the 1-0 pitch. This ball hits sharply. That's a base hit to right field. In comes Pecci to score. They are going to hold the second runner at third as the relay throw comes in to Metz Stefan. So an RBI single for Philip Schultz. Pecci scores. Gruber ends up at third, and it is 6-0 Heidenheim. And this game is going to be over very quickly if Treasel continues to struggle this way. And Chris Dressel's going to come out to the mound. And he's going to take the ball from Kevin Treasel. So Treasel's day, unfortunately, comes to an end. He is responsible for the 2 runners on base. He goes 2 2/3 innings. He walked 5. Did not strike out a batter, gave up only 4 hits. But unfortunately, because of the wildness, those 4 hits were good enough for 6 runs. And that looks like Bruno Auernhammer. So we'll be back in 1 minute after a short break.
Bruno verbringt seine Zeit zurzeit eigentlich am College in den USA, ist jetzt in den Ferien, aber hier um die Disciples in der Baseball-Bundesliga zu unterstützen. Das Ganze noch bis etwa August, bis es nur heißt, zurück in die Staaten. Auch dort hauptsächlich als Pitcher im Einsatz.
Ich habe eine Häuschen. Gut nicht. Guck, ich bin Baby. Guck, komm her. Ich habe eine Häuschen.
All right, so Bruno Auernhammer is coming on to pitch, and he's going to face Sascha Lutz, the top of the order, with 2 outs. Lutz has walked twice. Runners on first and third. They are Gruber at first. Jay Pecci is at third. Sascha Lutz, of course, I'll mention it just once, is the older brother of Donald Lutz, who is currently playing in the major leagues for the Cincinnati Reds, and everybody in Germany, of course, is rooting and watching. So there's the pitch to Lutz, and the pitch is a fastball high. 1 ball and no strikes. Auernhammer would like to know where that one was. 1 ball, no strikes. So Gruber is off first, Pecci off third. It is 6-0 Heidenheim. The 1-0 pitch. There goes Gruber from first. The pitch is a strike. No throw by Schultz as Gruber steals second. Excuse me, that's Schultz on second base. Gruber is on third. So that was Philip Schultz that just stole second. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here it comes. And a half swing roller. That is a foul ball, just barely over the third base bag. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Sascha Lutz. Lutz didn't mean to. The fastball was in on him. Check swing, and it rolled just over the third base bag, a few centimeters to the left of it, so the count is 1 and 2. Gruber is at third. Schultz is at second. They're at 2 down. Here's the pitch. Slow curve inside, 2 and 2.
Breaking ball.
Auernhammer made his Hard Disciples debut on the weekend against Regensburg. He was studying in college in the United States. And he's back for vacation. 2-2 pitch. Hit on the ground. Auernhammer snags it. A well-hit ball, and he's going to shovel it to Stefan. Nice play by Bruno Auernhammer to save a 2-run single off the bat of Lutz. Lutz is the 3rd out. But Heidenheim scores 2 runs on 3 hits. There were 2 left on base. There were no errors. And at the end of 2.5, it is 6-0 Heidenheim. Well, Luke Summer is going to go to work, and he's going to face 8, 9, and 1. So that means Rufio Schultz, Yasmani Vidal, the designated hitter, and then Chris Ziegler. So Summer has not even gone 1 time through the entire Disciples lineup. Meanwhile, the Heideköpf have all had 2 chances. So Luke back to work with a 6-0 lead, and Schultz swings and pops this one up. The second baseman, Schultz, backing up to the outfield grass, calling for it, and he makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. Schultz pops out to second. 1 down. Here's Vidal. Schultz had been at 341 before the pop out. Vidal is hitting 258. He's got 8 hits and 31 at-bats. Although I think some of these statistics have not been updated. So I'm just not going to give him any more because they don't include the games against Regensburg. First pitch was a ball to Vidal. 1 ball and no strikes. Summer working quickly. This one in the dirt again, 2-0. The Disciples had a chance in the first inning. They had a double by Selsemeyer and a double by Dyke, but the problem was Selsemeyer was thrown out trying to steal third. And then they went out in order in the second. 1 down here in the third as Vidal out in front of a breaking pitch. 2 balls and 1 strike. As we are in the bottom of the third inning. And Summer working quickly. There's another one. Vidal out in front again. 2-2. Summer has had the Disciples off balance with his off-speed pitch. Here's the 2-2. And that one's even slower. It looked like a knuckleball even. 3-2. Pretty sure it wasn't a knuckleball, but it looked like one. This ball fouled off to the right.
Foul ball. Damit bleibt es bei 3-2.
Luke Summer really changing speeds, and that's very deceptive to the hitter. And the speeds are changing so often. 3-2 pitch. There's a line drive. That's a base hit to right field for Vidal. Line between Pesci and Schultz. So that is the 3rd hit off of Luke Summer. And that'll bring up the top of the order, Chris Ziegler.
Für die Disciples und bei einem Aus. Damit jetzt wieder am Schlag der Leadoff.
Vidal with good speed, but has not had many chances to try and steal. Let's see if he's going against the lefty Summer. Summer has a pretty good move to first. Vidal with a short lead. Summer deals to Ziegler. Curveball is high, ball 1.
Und ein Breaking Ball inside. Ball Nummer 1.
Heidenheim with 6 runs on 4 hits. They've benefited from walks and wild pitches. There's a pitch. It's a little bit inside. 2 balls, no strikes to Ziegler.
Fastball und damit der Count 2 Balls.
Summer comes set. Vidal again with a short lead off first. He's only a couple steps off the bag. 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss by Ziegler, 2-1.
Und ein Schwung von Chris Ziegler, damit Strike Nummer 1. Und ein Count von 2 Balls and 1 strike.
2-1 as Summer comes set. Long stretch, and the pitch is swung on, popped up to the left side. Smith giving chase over near the dugout, and he's going to run out of room as that ball bounces off the top of the dugout. It goes out of play. Strike 2 on Ziegler. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Vidal, the runner at first.
Der Count bei Läufer auf Base Nummer 1. 2-2.
2-2 on Ziegler, who struck out his first time. He's 0 for 1. Curveball. This ball lined up the middle. 1 hop to Kalamia. He's going to step on the bag, throw to first, and it is a 6-3 double play. Well turned by Charlie Kalamia at short. So Ziegler ends the inning. Vidal is out on the double play. At the end of 3 full, it is 6. right, there are a few changes for the Haar Disciples.
Offensichtlich nicht nur einen Wechsel auf dem Mount vorgenommen, sondern gleichzeitig ist auch Rufio Schulz aus dem Spiel und damit Bruno Auer jetzt über am Schlag. Das heißt kein DH mehr für die Haar Disciples.
So, top of the 4th inning, it'll be 2, 3, and 4. Charlie Calamia, Andrew Smith, Simon Göring versus Bruno Auernhammer. Auernhammer came on to put out the fire in the 3rd. He was able to do so without further damage. And Calamia grounded out twice. The pitch is low, ball 1. So, Rufio Schultz is out of the game. David Selsemeyer is now catching. Yasmani Vidal, who was the DH, is now in left field. So that means Auernhammer will bat in Schultz's spot as the pitch is high to Calamia. 2 balls and no strikes. Heidenheim with a 6-0 lead. We're in the top of the 4th. 2-0 to Calamia. And 3-0 as this one is low. As Auernhammer winds the deals. And it's high, ball 4.
Und das war ein schneller Walk hier für Charlie Calamia.
So Auernhammer issues the walk.
Nummer 1. Und mit der 16 zum Schlag Andrew Smith.
Here's Andrew Smith with the runner at first. Calamia with a pretty big lead. Not going, pitch to Smith. Outside, 1 ball and no strikes.
Ball outside, damit ein weiter Ball.
And a throw to first. Calamia dives back safely. 1 ball, no strikes on Andrew Smith. Smith his first time, grounded out again his second time. He's 0 for 2. Runner goes, the pitch is a strike. Here's the throw from Selsemeyer. It's low and goes into center field. Calamia is going to take off for 3rd, and he is going to make it as Dyke throws the ball back in. So a stolen base and an error on the throw by Selsemeyer. And Calamia is at 3rd base. So very quickly, Heidenheim Heidekopf have a runner at 3rd with nobody out. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count to Andrew Smith. Nobody out. Auernhammer steps back off the mound, trying to maintain composure. There's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled back in a big swing by Smith. He had a good pitch to hit there. 1 and 2. One and 2. Foul tipped at the plate. Selsemeyer got that one off the shin guard. Count remains 1-2. Peterson is playing back at 3rd. Ziegler shaded up the middle and deep. He's actually standing on the outfield grass at short. Second baseman Steinlein is also back. Stefan up near the grass at 1st. 1 and 2 to Andrew Smith. In the dirt. Good scoop by David Selsemeyer. 2 and 2 the count.
Und dieser Ball auf der Homepage gelandet. Damit ein weiter Ball und der Count 2-2.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Smith looks at a pitch away, and the count is now full 3 balls, 2 strikes. As Smith works the count full. Simon Göring is waiting on deck. Runner on 3rd is Charlie Calamia. There's nobody out. Infield is playing back. 3 and 2. Fouled off to the right. Count remains 3 and 2. Three and 2, Auernhammer trying to get Andrew Smith and keep Calamia at 3rd. Here's the pitch on the way. This one hit off the fist, and that's going to get through to right field for a base hit. Calamia will walk home to score the 7th run for the Heidekopf. RBI single for Andrew Smith, and it is 7-0 in favor of the Heidekopf.
weiterhin kein Aus für die Disciples im 4. Inning. Wunderschlag jetzt Pitcher Simon Göring.
So, Simon Göring singled, scored, and flied to deep center. 1 for 2. Heidenheim trying to put this game away as soon as possible. And a throw to first. And Smith is back. Heidenheim defeated Stuttgart handily over the weekend. Another throw behind the runner. Smith at first. But Smith alertly keeps his eye on Auernhammer. Short lead, 3-2 the pitch. He's going. The throw from Selsemeyer. Not in time as Smith almost tripped over the second base bag. An awkward slide by him. And doesn't matter anyway. The pitch is outside for ball 4. Wait, what am I talking about? It's not ball 4. That's the first pitch. The scoreboard momentarily. So I have to learn not to read the scoreboards. 1 ball and no strikes to count to Simon Göring. Stolen base, Andrew Smith.
Ja, da geht's auch schon weiter. Übrigens, der erste Pitch hier, ein Ball zu Simon Göring und damit jetzt der Count 1-0.
Ball fouled off to the right, 1-1.
Ball für Simon Göring, damit 1-1.
One pitch. There's a line drive, base hit to right field. They are going to hold the runner at third as the throw comes in by Bossel. A good one into Mitch Stefan. So Smith stops at third on the single. Göring with his second hit. Still nobody out. Runners at first and third. And the batter is Jamie McOwen. McOwen walked, scored, singled, and scored. He also stole the base.
Die Heidenheim Heideköpfe und am Schlag jetzt Centerfielder Jamie McOwen.
Pitch is low. 1 ball, no strikes. There's the stretch on the pitch. That one is a strike call to the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike to McOwen. As the runner's leading, Andrew Smith is the runner at third. Simon Göring, the runner at first. Infield still back. There's a slicing foul ball off to the left. 1 ball, 2 strikes on McOwen.
Foul damit jetzt 2 Strikes weiterhin für Jamie McOwen und gleichzeitig
There's the pitch. Fastball just missed inside, 2-2. There's the pitch, and he serves that one over third. That's going to drop for a base hit, and it's going to go all the way down into the corner. Smith comes home to score. Vidal still over to pick it up. The runner will be held at third. That'll be a little fly ball double for Jamie McOwen. He gets a run batted in. As Smith scored, Göring ends up at third, and McOwen is at second base with a double. And it is 8-0. Runners on second and third, still nobody out.
Gleichzeitig Läufer auf den Bases 2 und 3. Das heißt gleich 2 Runner in Scoring Position für den Pitcher.
So here's Luke Summer.
Mit der 3, Luke Summer.
And he lines this one on a hop, knocked down by Steinlein. The ball gets away from him. That'll be a base hit or an error, depending on the scoring. A run comes home to score. McOwen ends up at third. Göring scores. Luke Summer is on first. It is now 9-0, and Heideköpf are going to make this a 10-run ball game very soon. So it's an E4. So that means no RBI in the play. The pitch is a strike to Jay Pecci, 0-1. It's the second error of the inning as a throw to first behind Summer. So Auernhammer struggling here to get some outs. There's nobody out, first and third. There's the pitch. Line drive, knocked down by Auernhammer. The ball rolls behind the mound. He picks it up, throws to first in time for the out. Another run comes home to score, but at least they get the out at first base. Pecci is out 1-3. Pecci gets an RBI. He's the first out of the inning. McOwen scores. Summer moves to second. There is one out, and it is 10-0. And that means unless the Haar Disciples can score a couple runs and get within 10 runs, this game will end after 7 innings. There's a 10-run rule in the Bundesliga. When one team is leading the other by 10 or more after 7 innings, the game is over. There's the pitch, and it is a strike called to Robert Gruber. One down. The runner at second is Luke Summer. Here comes. Fly ball, right field. Bossel chasing after it near the line. This ball is curling, and it lands foul. Strike 2 on Gruber.
Robert Gruber, damit Strike Nummer 2.
This ball lined to right field. That's a base hit for Gruber. Summer is going to be held at third as Bossel comes up throwing. So another base hit. That puts Summer at third. That is the 4th hit of the inning. There have also been a walk and 2 errors. Still only 1 out. And now the number 9 hitter, Philip Schultz. And the pitch is high, ball 1. This ball lined, and Ziegler dives and makes the catch. 2 down, and he throws back to first, and it is not in time. Well, there's a bright spot for the Disciples as Ziegler diving to his right to snag the line drive off the bat of Schultz. And he threw to first and almost caught Gruber off first base. Would have been an inning-ending double play. Gruber just got back. So now there are 2 down. And Sascha Lutz, the top of the order, as the Heidenheim Heidekopf have now batted around for the 2nd time in the game. Lutz is 0 for 1. He's walked twice and grounded out. Runners on first and third. Gruber is at first. Summer is at third. And Lutz swings and drives a fly ball deep down the line. Left field curling foul, and it's out of play. Strike 1.
The long strike. Weiter Foulball hier von Sascha Lutz zum von Nummer 1.
So 0-1 to Lutz. Gruber is at first. Summer is at third. 2 down. And Lutz takes the ball outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Heidenheim scored 4 in the second, 2 in the third. They've scored 4 more here in the 4th. As Lutz fouls this one away with a big swing, 1-2.
Weiterer Foulball hier für Sascha Lutz. Damit bleibt der Count bei
10-0 Heidenheim. Here's the pitch. Big curveball, and Lutz waited on it, fouled it off again, and the count is 1-2. That one was up. Auernhammer got away with that one. That was was up in the eyes of Lutz, who was
Komm mal mit.
just a little bit off with his timing. This one swung on, hit in the air to center field, and deep. Dyke with a long run over into right center field, and he dives and makes a nice diving, sliding catch to save 2 runs. Joe Dyke with an excellent play in right center field to put this inning to an end. Not before 4 runs score. There were 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. There were 2 errors and 2 men left on base at the end of 3.5. It is Heidenheim 10, Haar nothing.
So, da haben wir dann den ersten Wechsel hier auch auf Seiten der Gäste, der Heidenheim Heideköpfe. Wahrscheinlich auch ein bisschen aus taktischen Gründen wird Luke Sommer jetzt bereits im 4. Inning vom Mount genommen, wechselt ins Right Field. Und Robert Gruber, der dort bisher stand, kommt dafür für ihn jetzt auf den Werferhügel.
So, as we begin play in the bottom of the 4th, the Heidenheim Heideköpfe have decided to conserve their resources. As Luke Sommer has been removed from the pitcher's mound, he is not out of the game. He and Robert Gruber have simply traded places. Sommer goes to right field, and Gruber now takes the mound. Sommer pitched 3 very good innings. He allowed 3 hits. He did not walk a batter. Did not allow any runs. So Robert Gruber, the right. David Selsemeyer steps to the plate. Gruber comes in. He has pitched 8 into 3rd innings. Got an ERA of 2.16, so the right-hander on to pitch here in the bottom of the 4th with Heidenheim nursing a 10-run lead. Selsemeyer doubled his first time, takes a pitch outside, ball 1.
Für die Disciples im 4. Inning ist übrigens Neukatcher David Selsemeyer.
Here comes 1-0 to Selsemeyer, and there's a strike call, 1 ball, 1 strike. David doubled his first time, then he was caught trying to steal 3rd, and that hurt the Disciples because Dyke doubled following that, but that did not allow them to score a run. There's a swing and a fly ball hit to center field. McOwen moving slightly to his left to make a one-handed catch. And that is the first out. Selsemeyer flies out, 1 down. Well, while I'm thinking of it, I would like to thank Carla for doing the camera. Thank you very much, Carla. And I would like to thank the Haar Disciples barbecue softball team for showing their support. Here's Joe Dyke. Dyke doubled his first time, 1 for 1. This is only his 2nd at bat. Pitch to him. It is down low in the dirt, ball 1. Dyke, a right-hand hitter with power. He's got 5 home runs on the year. And he is not really a pull hitter, as the Heideköpf have learned they're not playing to pull. There's a big gap in left center field. And he rips that one. A base hit to left field, pulled. No sooner did I say it, that he pulls it into left field for a single. Joe Dyke is aboard.
Schönes Single hier von Joey Dyke, genau durch die Lücke von Short und
that'll bring up Peterson with one down and one on.
Für die Disciples.
So the Disciples,
auf dem Mount von Catcher und
it becomes now actually you wonder what you root for with them, because if they score a couple runs, then that means they need to burn 2 more innings out of a pitcher, or if they sort of turn around and allow this game to finish, they could conceivably save a couple of innings out of one of their arms. So it looks like they're going to just do what they try to do, try to get some more hits, get some runs, try to get back in the game. Dyke with no lead off first. The pitch to Peterson is a curveball, and it is a strike. 0-1. Josh flied out to center field. He's 0 for 1. And they're going to play behind Dyke at first base, as the first baseman Pecci plays behind him. As curveball is low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Dyke actually faked running on that pitch. Having a little fun with first baseman. And Dyke faking again. The pitch swung on line. That's going to be a base hit in the gap to right center field. And it is going to split the gap and go all the way to the wall. Dyke rounding third. He is going to be waved home by Dressel. The throw comes in to the second baseman Schultz, whose relay throw to the plate is not in time. And that is an RBI double for Josh Peterson. And that makes it 10-1. So something to cheer about for the Disciples. Stranger things have happened. I've seen it done, ladies and gentlemen. I can remember a game years ago, Phillies versus the Pirates. As Mitch Stefan comes to the plate with Peterson on base. Here it comes in the dirt, and it gets behind Goering. No advance by Peterson. And wisely so. There's no reason to get thrown out at third when you're down by 9 runs. I remember seeing a game between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Philadelphia Phillies. The Pirates scored 10 runs in the top of the first inning. And the Phillies announcer made a statement that if the Phillies lose the game, he would walk back to Pittsburgh. Curveball is inside. 2-0. Well, as luck would have it, the Phillies came back and won the game. Or maybe it was I think it was the Phillies scored 10 runs, and the Pirates came back and won the game. And the announcer had to walk back to Philadelphia because he said something. There's a line drive. That's going to be a base hit in left center field. And Peterson is going to be waved around. Here comes the throw from McGowan. No, Peterson was held at the last minute. So Dressel trying to play it safe, and actually that's probably not a bad idea. No reason to get thrown out at home when you're down by 9 runs. So a base hit for Stefan. Peterson goes to third. 3 straight hits for the Disciples, and they're trying to crawl back into this one. Cedric Bossel comes up. So I'm going to start that story over again. It was the Phillies hosting the Pirates, and the Phillies, I think that the Pirates scored 10 runs in the top of the first, and their announcer said, if we lose this game, I'll walk back to Philadelphia, or I'll walk back to Pittsburgh. And the Philadelphia Phillies came back and won the game. As the pitch to Bossel is low, 1 ball and no strikes. So he ended up using it as a charity drive. He walked from Philadelphia to Pittsburgh and used it to raise money. As the pitch to Bossel's low, 2-0. So I'm not going to walk to Heidenheim, but just saying, I've seen it done before. So don't tune out yet. Pitch, swing and a miss. Bossel. 2-1.
Der Count für Sadie Bassel übrigens im Moment 2 Balls, 1 Strike.
Mitch Stefan is on first with a short lead. And the pitch to Bossel, curveball, high, 3-1.
Und etwas zu hoch dieser Pitch für Cedric Bassel. Bleibt er geduldig. Und damit der Count 3-1.
Peterson at third. 3-1 pitch, ground ball up the middle. Colomia gloves it, steps on the bag, throw to first, inning over. A rally-killing 6-3 double play. Hit into by Basel. He hit the ball hard. But the Haar Disciples will have to settle for 1 run on 3 hits. There was 1 man left on base. There were no errors. Good defensive play by Charlie Calamia. And at the end of 4, it is 10-1 Heidenheim.
Kein Problem für Charlie Calamia hier das Double Play zu turnen und die Disciples ohne weitere Punkte hier aus dem Inning zu bringen.
Der Wechsel ist angekommen. Der Auenhammer raus und Jerowski rein.
Und die Disciples machen erneut einen Pitcherwechsel auf dem Mount jetzt. Für Bruno Auenhammer ist jetzt mit der Nummer 29 Dennis Jaworowski.
So a new pitcher for the Haar Disciples, that is young right-hander Dennis Jaworowski. He's pitched 6 2/3 innings. You know what, I'm not going to give you the statistics because I don't think they're correct. Jaworowski, however, is a right-hander, former member of the Tübingen Hawks, and he made the change this year to the Haar Disciples. And he is going to face 2, 3, and 4, Charlie Calamia, Andrew Smith, and Simon Göring here in the top of the 5th inning. I'd like to remind you that we will be broadcasting also Sunday's game from Heidenheim. So if you don't have a chance to go to Heidenheim and watch it live, you should tune in here on EuroBaseballTV.com, where we will have all of it for you. So Dennis Jaworowski going to go to work with Heidenheim leading 10-1 here in the top of the 5th inning. Charlie Calamia is 0 for 2. He grounded out twice and then he walked, stole a base and scored.
Calamia hat jetzt gerade noch das Double Play geturnt, um seine Heideköpfe aus dem 4. Inning zu bekommen und steht jetzt schon.
The rest of the defense for the Disciples is the same. Peterson at 3rd, Siegler at short, Steinlein at 2nd. There's a swing and a pop-up foul, strike 1 on Calamia. Good fastball by Jaworowski.
Schwingt auf den ersten Pitch von Dennis Jaworowski. Foulball und damit Strike Nummer 1.
Stefan is at first and right as Basel, Dyke in center, and Vidal in left as the 0-1 pitch comes from Jaworowski. Down low in the dirt, 1-1.
Ball in den Boden, damit Ball Nummer 1.
1-1 on Calamia, right-hand hitter. Earned himself Player of the Week honors a couple weeks ago. There's a line drive, left field. Vidal coming on. He's going to have to play it on a hop. A base hit for Calamia. Solidly struck. So, Charlie is aboard. And Andrew Smith will take his position in the batter's box. Smith is 1 for 3. Singled, stole the base, scored, and grounded out twice. Right-hand hitter. Calamia on first. Nobody out, 5th inning. Jaworowski going to have to work from the stretch. Infield playing back, looking for a double play. Calamia not going, pitch in the dirt, and that one hit the umpire. Ricochets off to the right. Selsemeyer can't find it, and it's actually Mitch Stefan who's going to go and retrieve the ball. Heads-up play by Stefan to grab that ball as Calamia has to stop at second base on the wild pitch. 1 ball, no strikes, the count on Andrew Smith. That ball went right through Selsemeyer, kicked off the umpire's right shin, and caromed all the way over near the Heidenheim dugout where the on-deck batter was standing. As Jaworowski deals the 1-0 pitch. Just missed the outside corner. 2-0 now on Andrew Smith. Kalamia off second. Ground ball over Yavorowski's head past Steinlein into center field. Kalamia being held at third. A base hit up the middle for Andrew Smith. And that is the 10th hit of the game. And here comes Simon Göring. Göring is 2 for 3. Singled, scored, and hit a deep fly ball that was run down by Joe Dyke in center field. So he has not been fooled in the batter's box today. Yavorowski with runners on first and third, nobody out. Top of the 5th. Smith is at first, Kalamia is at third. And Göring awaits the pitch from Yavorowski. It's low, scooped by Selsemeyer, 1 ball, no strikes. One ball, no strikes. And Smith is going. The pitch up and in. Selsemeyer holds on to the ball. Easy stolen base for Andrew Smith. And now the runners are on second and third. So Yavorowski is going to go from the full windup. Infield is still playing back. Down by 9, not really sure why. There's a line drive, and Siegler can't get this one. Base hit into center field. 1 run will score. Andrew Smith will stop at third as he had to retreat towards second as that ball was lined up the middle. And it is 11-1. Kalamia scores. A base hit and an RBI for Simon Göring. And it is 11-1. So, getting back to that story about the 10-0 game that the Philadelphia Phillies blew to the Pirates, the one thing that they did do in that game is they did not allow another run. And so far that has not been the case. So we are no longer in a 10-1 game. Is it? It's right, it's 12-1, right? Sorry, I missed one there. It's 12-1. That was the second run that had scored. This one down low in the dirt. 2 balls, or 1 ball and 1 strike on McOwen. McOwen, what has he done? He's walked, scored, single scored, doubled and scored, and stolen a base. So he's been busy. Okay. All right, so Smith hasn't scored. Smith is on third. Right. Yeah, it's 11-1. All right, the scoreboard had 12-1. Which messed me up a bit. Right, Kalamia led off the inning. He scored. So it's 11-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a ground ball off Yavorowski's glove, and it rolls slowly to Steinlein, who's going to make the play at first in time for the out, but the run comes home to score, and now it's 12-1. So I won't bother updating my scoreboard. So McOwen with an RBI ground out. 1-4-3. That is the first out of the inning. And Göring moves to second. So here's Luke Sommer with Göring at second base. And the pitch swung on, grounded sharply, base hit right field. Göring is going to be held at third, except he almost went through the stop sign. Throw comes all the way in and gets past everybody, and that allows Sommer to take second base. As the ball is finally backed up by Yavorowski behind the mound. So Basel with a throw going over the cutoff man. That allows the runner to take second. It's a base hit for Luke Sommer, a single. So runners first and third. So, there's Jay Pecci. Pecci grounds it up the middle weakly. Steinlein takes a big hop, fires to first, and it is in time as Mitch Stefan scooped it. That is the second out of the inning. A run comes home to score. Nice play by Lucas Steinlein, throwing from behind the bag at second to get the out. Pecci gets an RBI. Moving to third is Summer,
Ein RBI für Jay Petty.
and that makes it 13-1.
Nach Hause zum Spielstand von 13:1. Und dann Schlag jetzt.
So Summer moves to third, and here is Robert Gruber. Pitch in the dirt, ball 1. No balls, 1 ball, no strikes. Yevorovsky dealing to Gruber with Luke Summer on third. The wind, the pitch. Strike called at the knees. Gruber not happy. 1-1. It is 13-1 Heidenheim. Heidenheim, who scored in, I believe, I'm just remembering off the top of my head, they beat Stuttgart 17-1 and then 11-1. And they're leading this one 13-1. Inside, 2 balls and a strike. So Heidenheim, since they have overtaken the Buchbinder Legionnaire in the standings, they are steamrolling everybody. There's a 2-1 pitch. Gruber fouls this one at the plate, 2-2. Big swing by Robert. Philip Schultz, the number 9 hitter, waiting on deck. The Heidecup sent 3 men to the plate in the first inning. That was nice. In the second inning, they sent 9 men to the plate. In the third inning, they sent 7 men to the plate. In the fourth inning, they sent 9. And this inning, they have sent 7, as this one is low in the dirt, and the count is now full, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Luke Summer on third. There's the pitch, and it's in the dirt, ball 4. Gruber will take first base. Runners now on first and third. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Philip Schultz. That is the 8th walk issued by Disciples pitching. And that has been the problem. When they have lost because of their walks. There's a ground ball weakly hit up the first base side. Stefan gloves it, takes it to the bag, and that is the end of the inning. Philip Schultz grounds out 3 unassisted, third out of the inning. But Heidenheim scores 3 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. 2 men left on base. No errors. And at the end of 4.5, it is Heidenheim 13, Haar 1. All right. Bottom of the 5th inning. It is 13-1 for the Heidenheim Heidecup. It'll be 7-8-9, Lucas Steinlein, then Bruno Auernhammer, and Yasmani Vidal. Steinlein flied to right his first time. Takes a strike call, 0-1 on Lucas. Robert Gruber came on in the 4th. Allowed a couple of hits and a run, but no further damage as Steinlein takes a pitch outside, ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Gruber on in relief of Luke Summer, and they're That's the advantage when you have such a wide lead. You can save your starter because these two teams play again. As Steinlein fouls it away at the plate, 1-2. These two teams meet again in 3 days. And that means Luke Summer will be rested. And he will have the opportunity to come back on a couple days rest and pitch on Sunday, should they need him to. Curveball tapped weakly in front of the plate, foul. The count remains 1-2 to Lucas Steinlein. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Bottom of the 5th. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Curveball hit on the ground. Smith to his left can't glove it, and it's going to go into left field for a base hit. Lucas Steinlein is aboard. So Steinlein leads off the bottom of the 5th with a hit. And here comes Bruno Auernhammer. Oh, that's what am I talking about? Yeah, that's Yeverovsky. Auernhammer was removed from the game in favor of Yeverovsky. Yeverovsky has not had a plate appearance yet this year. I don't think. Pitches high to him. Nope, this is Yeverovsky's first turn at the plate. So let's see what he can do. Right-hand hitter. Pitch, strike call, 1 ball and 1 strike. Steinlein, the runner at first. Gruber comes set, and the 1-1 pitch is low, 2-1. Smith, Kalamia, Schultz, and Pecci around the infield. Pecci is not holding Steinlein on with a 12-run lead. Pitch is swung on, grounded. That is off of Smith's glove, a base hit into left field, and Steinlein will stop at second base. That was a hard-hit ground ball. Smith tried to backhand it, and the ball hit off the heel of his glove and went into left field. So, the Disciples with runners on first and second, nobody out. That is the 8th hit of the game for the Heart Disciples. And Yeverovsky is now batting 1,000 on the season. That'll bring up Yasmani Vidal. Vidal singled his first time, was cut down on the double play ball. Runners lead first and second. Grounder foul, strike 1. We're in the 5th. Steinlein and Yeverovsky on base, first and second, respectively. And the stretch and the 0-1 pitch from Gruber. A little half swing, flare to short center field, and it is going to be off the glove of the second baseman Schultz. He couldn't make the catch, and that means everybody is safe. Would have been a great play by Philip Schultz. The ball was in his glove and then came out. And now the bases are loaded on the base hit by Vidal. There was a little flare, a half swing by Vidal. Ball hits softly in the air. Schultz going back to his backhand side. Lost his footing just as the ball hit the heel of his glove and came out when he hit the ground. So here's Ziegler with the bases loaded, nobody out. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Ziegler is 0 for 2. He struck out and hit the ball hard, but he grounded into a 6-3 double play his second time. 0-1 the count to him. Here's the stretch by Gruber and the 0-1 pitch to Ziegler. Strike called as the ball skipped away from Goering momentarily, 0-2. Well, the Disciples looking for something to cheer for. Down by 12 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Gruber takes a while getting the sign. Now he has one he likes. He's to the stretch, the 0-2 pitch. Curveball, and it breaks down and in. Ziegler recognized it and did not go after it. The count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sharp breaking curveball by Gruber, but it was just a little bit low. 1-2. Bases loaded, nobody out. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Ziegler. Strike 3 called. So Ziegler strikes out. He's unable to get a run home. There's 1 away, and here is David Selsemeyer. Selsemeyer doubled, was caught stealing, and then flied to center field. He's 1 for 2. Base is still loaded. There's the pitch. There's a swing, a foul, straight back. Good fastball. Strike 1, the count to David Selsemeyer. Steinlein is the runner at third. Jaworowski is the runner at second, and Yasmani Vidal, the runner at first. Vidal trying to get the crowd pumped up. 0-1 the count on Selsemeyer. Here comes. Curveball, swing and a miss, and it is quickly 0-2. David chasing the high breaking ball. Gruber trying to escape a bases-loaded jam without any runs scoring. You got Siegler on the strikeout. And he's 0-2 on Selsemeyer. There's a little flare. That's going to be a base hit to left center field in front of Lutz. And they're going to wave the runner around. Here's the throw from Lutz to the plate. It's going to be close. And Jaworowski with a head-first slide is in there. A 2-run single for David Selsemeyer as Vidal stops at second base. And the score is 13-3. As Selsemeyer drives in 2. He reached for a breaking ball that was down and away. And Selsemeyer drives in 2. It is 13-3, and that will bring up Joe Dyke. Jaworowski, the trail runner, as I mentioned, that was his first plate appearance. He singled. That's also his first time being on base this year. And with an awkward head first slide, but it doesn't matter. He scored as the curveball is in there for a strike to Joe Dyke, and it is 13-3. 0-1 to Joe. There's the pitch. There's a broken back ground ball to Kalamia. Ball takes a wicked hop and goes through into center field. Vidal is being waved around. Here's the throw coming to third by McOwen, and they got the out at third as Selsemeyer is thrown out taking third. The run scores, and that is a single for Joe Dyke. He takes second on the throw. He gets an RBI. There are 2 down. Selsemeyer is out. A good throw. Good throw by center fielder McOwen. So Dyke is out 8-5. Excuse me, Selsemeyer is out 8-5. Dyke gets an RBI single, takes second on the throw. Vidal scored, and it is 13-4, and now Peterson the hitter. And here's the pitch. Breaking ball is a strike. Somewhat risky base running, I would say, down by 10 runs. Getting thrown out on the bases, but he was being waved there. So here's the 0-1 pitch to Peterson. In the dirt, blocked by Göring, and the count is 1-1. 1-1 from Gruber to Peterson with Dyke on second. The pitch on the way. Fastball, that one hit him. And Peterson will take first base. So Mitch Stefan will come to the plate. So here's Mitch Stefan. Stefan has struck out and singled. He is 1 for 2. And time being called as Klaus Eckle is going to go out and have a chat with Robert Gruber. Gruber struggling this inning. The inning began with Steinlein singled, then Jaworowski singled, Vidal singled. And then Siegler struck out. Selsemeyer then singled in 2 runs. And then Dyke singled in a run, but Selsemeyer was cut down trying to take third on the base hit. And now Peterson hit by a pitch as the Disciples have runners on first and second. Klaus Eckle is on the mound having a chat with Robert Gruber and Simon Göring. Göring came on in the 4th inning. Gave up a run. He's given up 3. Gruber came on in the 4th inning. And the Heidenheim Heidekopf, they have Johannes Krumm also, who could pitch, but now the Disciples with this rally, they're forcing the Heidekopf to use up the innings of the right-hander Robert Gruber. There's still another game to come today. So here's Mitch Stefan with 2 on and 2 out. And pitch is popped foul off to the left, giving chase Andrew Smith over near the lines. And he's going to just barely run out of room as that ball landed and then bounced over the fence. Strike one. Smith almost got to that ball, but they needed to pull up short just before crashing into the fence. So strike one on Mitch. Nothing in one. Mitch would love to get some more runs home for the Disciples. Curveball, strike, and the count is 0-2. Gruber, a strike away from ending this. It is 13-4. Bottom of the fifth inning. There's the pitch. And a swing and a miss, a good off-speed pitch down and away, fooled Stefan badly, and that's the third out of the inning. So the Disciples get 3 runs on 5 hits. There were 2 left on base. There were no errors. And at the end of 5 full, it is Heidenheim 13 and Haar 4. These are the members of the Haar Disciples barbecue team. Go Haar Disciples. So, top of the 6th inning, and it's the top of the order. Sasha Lutz facing Denis Yevorovsky. Yevorovsky gave up 3 runs last inning, and he's out there for his 2nd inning of work. So Lutz looks at a strike on the first pitch. Sasha has walked twice, grounded out, and flied out. He is 0 for 2. That fly out was recorded on a nice running catch by Joe Dyke. Dyke has made a couple of good catches out there in center field today. Fouled off to the left, and the count is 0-2 on Sasha Lutz. 0-2. There's the pitch. Slow curve hit on the ground to third. Peterson stays with it. To his left, the throw to first is in time to get Lutz, and Lutz is out number 1. Good play by Josh Peterson, the sure-handed third baseman. That ball hit the edge of the grass and scooted underneath, but he stayed down on it, and there's 1 away. So here's Charlie Kalimia. Kalimia, right-hand hitter. Looks at a pitch low and away from Yevorovsky. Nothing in 1 ball, no strikes. Kalimia is 1 for 3. He has walked and singled and scored twice. He's also stolen a base. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch in the dirt. 2-0. Yevorovsky sporting the dirty uniform as a result of a head-first slide at home plate. So he's got the bona fide ball player look going. We're in the 6th inning. There's a hard hit ground ball to the hole. Base hit to right field for Kalimia. Cedric Bossel keeps it in front of him. So a single for Charlie, his 2nd hit of the game. And that puts a runner at first. And that'll bring up Andrew Smith. Smith grounded out, singled
Smith jetzt am Schlag für die
twice,
Heideköpfe bei
stole 2
Heidenheim.
bases, and scored twice. So he's 2 for 4. Right-hand hitter. Kalamia, the runner at first. Kalamia also has a stolen base. And Stefan is now playing behind him. So they're going to dare Charlie Kalamia to steal second. Pitches high, 1 ball, no strikes on Andrew Smith. Here it comes. That ball drilled. That's going to be a base hit into the gap into right center field. Bossel over to cut it off. He slides and cuts it off, and then the ball gets away from him. Kalamia is going to come around and score. That'll be an RBI double for Andrew Smith, and it is 14-4.
Und ein Schlag tief ins Right Center Field von
Well hit,
Andrew Smith.
base hit off the bat of Andrew
Charlie
Smith, and it
Kalamia
is 14-4.
komplett alle Bases von Base Nummer 1 aus scoret er diesen Punkt. Damit 10 Punkte Abstand wiederhergestellt. 14-4
So,
für die
here's Simon
Heideköpfe.
Göring.
Die 14 ist
Singled,
auch
scored,
der
flat
letzte
out,
Schlagmann.
singled and scored, and singled and scored. So he is 3 for 4 with 3 runs scored. And this one in the dirt, blocked by Selsemeyer, 1 ball, no strikes. Göring has batted each of the last 4 innings. This is his 5th at-bat in 5 innings. So, one ball, no strikes. Fastball, strike call, 1 ball, 1 strike now on Simon Göring. He's also got himself an RBI. And he's got a chance for another one with Smith on second base. 1-1. Ground ball towards the hold. Ziegler gloves it, knocks it down, picks it up, fires to first. Not in time. Staying put at second base is Andrew Smith. There'll be an error on Ziegler. Ziegler was there in time, and the ball hit off the heel of his glove and came out. So that is the 3rd error of the game for the Haar Disciples. So here's McGowan with runners on first and second. And he swings and misses, strike 1. McGowan has also batted 5 times in 5 innings. In fact, each of the next 6 hitters, each of the next 5 hitters have batted each of the last 5 innings. It's not a way to win a ball game. 0-1 on McGowan. There's a ground ball. Ziegler knocks this one down, throws to Steinlein. There's going to be a 6-4-3 double play, and the inning is over. So Ziegler was able to find the handle of that one, turn the 6-4-3 double play. 1 run on 2 hits, 1 man left on base. There was 1 error, and at the end of 5.5, it is 14-4 Heidenheim. Patrick Seifried has taken the mound for the Heidenheim Heidekopf, and stepping into the batter's box, Cedric Bossel. There's the one and the pitch from Seifried, and a strike.
Nummer 1 über die outside corner.
Heidenheim has answered everything that the Haar Disciples have served them. There's a swing and a pop fly off to the right, foul, and out of play. 2 strikes on Cedric Bossel. Bossel is 0 for 2. He's flied out and grounded into a double play. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Patrick Seifried deals. Curveball in the dirt, blocked by Goering. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Bossel. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him on an off-speed pitch down and away. Strike 3. Bossel is down. 1 down. Here in the 6th inning, that'll bring up Lucas Steinlein. That is the 5th strikeout for Heidenheim pitching versus the Disciples today. Here's Lucas Steinlein. Steinlein is 1 for 2. He's flat out singled and driven in a run. Excuse me, he scored 1. That ball is popped up to right field. That's Luke Sommer waiting for it. 2 down.
Und ein schnelles Aus, Flyball ins Left Field, Strike Field, Entschuldigung. Damit
and here comes Jeworowski.
Und am Schlag jetzt mit
Jeworowski batting 1,000 on the year, as far as I know. He singled and scored a run last inning. So, pitch is in the dirt. Ball 1 to Dennis. If there's anything we know about statistics, they predict the future, and this guy's batting 1,000, so that means he's going to get a base hit, right? Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, and it is 1-1. Let's test my scientific theory. Patrick Seifried, I'll give you his numbers in a minute after the next pitch. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Slow curve. This ball lifted into right field. Luke Sommer and McOwen. It's going to be Sommer calling for it. 1-2-3 inning for Patrick Seifried as Jeworowski is now batting 500. As he flies out. A 1-2-3 inning for Patrick Seifried. I'll give you his numbers next time. As we go to the top of the 7th. It is 14-4 Heidenheim.
So, weiter geht's hier im Spiel zwischen den Haar Disciples und den Heidenheim Heideköpfe. Mit bitte Nummer 3, Luke Sommer.
So Luke Sommer is going to start things off in the 7th inning versus Denis Jaworowski. It is 14-4. This is the inning in which the game will end. There's a drive, foul, and deep down the right field line. Strike one. Sommer hit that ball almost over the fence and out onto the sidewalk. Strike one to Luke. Luke has walked, scored, walked, reached on an error, and singled. So he is 1 for 2. There's the one strike pitch to him. In the dirt, ball 1. 1-1. Started mentioning this is the inning. If the score remains the same, then this will be the final inning of the ball game. There's a 10-run rule in the Bundesliga, and that means if one team is ahead by 10 runs or more at the end of 7 innings, the game is over. This ball hits sharply to Stefan. He knocks it down, picks it up, and steps on the bag. 1 down. So Jay Pecci will step up. Pecci is grounded out, reached on a force play, and scored a run. He is 0 for 4 with a run scored. There's the line and the pitch from Jaworowski. Swinging and a miss. Foul tipped into the mitt of Selsemeyer. Strike one. Peterson is playing way off the line at third. They are not expecting Pecci to hit a ball down the line, down the third baseline, that is. He is being played to pull. Bossel is deep and right. The pitch swung out, hit in the air to center field, and deep. Dyke has a beat on it, though. Moves a few steps to his left, waits for it. And there are 2 quick outs for Jaworowski and the Haar Disciples as Pecci flies out to center field. 2 down. And here's Robert Gruber.
Und am Start geht's mit der 28. Das ist der neue Pitcher, Patrick Seyfried.
Right, this is not Gruber, this is Patrick Seyfried, who entered the game for Gruber. Pitch is a ball down and away. So this is Seyfried's first at-bat in this game. He has had 8 at-bats, he has no hits. This ball fouled away, 1 ball, 1 strike on Patrick. Jaworowski trying to have a quick inning. The Haar Disciples have turned exactly 1-1-2-3 inning, and Jaworowski's curveball is just a little bit low. 1 ball, 2 balls, and 1 strike. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Fouled away up to the right. Count is now 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Seyfried. Curveball tapped foul. He just got a piece of it. Count remains 2-2.
Denis Jaworowski, aber Foul und damit bleibt es beim Count von 2-2.
Here it comes again. That one's low. Scooped by Selsemeyer, and the count is now full 3-2. The Disciples trying to get their second 1-2-3 inning of the day. The ball lined to center field. Dyke coming on, and he makes the catch. And they get the 1-2-3 inning. Jaworowski gets them 1-2-3. Second time of the game that's happened. The end of 6.5, it is 14-4. This could be the last inning if the Haar Disciples don't score any runs.
Soeben habe ich die freudige Info bekommen, dass wir eine Special Vatertagsaktion hier heute am Start haben. Und das Ganze schaut folgendermaßen aus. Im ersten Inning des zweiten Spiels, also im kompletten Inning des zweiten Spiels, gibt es für alle Väter bzw. alle männlichen Personen an unserer Hütte Getränke, vor allem natürlich Bier, für genau 1 Euro. Wie gesagt, die Aktion während des kompletten ersten Innings des zweiten Spiels.
All right, so Patrick Seyfried has finished his warm-ups, and he's going to face Vidal, Ziegler, and Selsemeyer, 9, 1, and 2. So this is it. Unless the Disciples can score a run, the game will end after this inning. And depending on what you're rooting for, as there's a ground ball slowly hit to short. Actually, it's going to be fielded by Smith across, and he throws quickly to first in time. Vidal is out. And there's 1 down on 1 pitch here in the 7th inning. It's a tough call, which would be more to the Disciples' advantage, to extend the game and deplete the pitching resources of the Heidekopf. For the second game, they've already used 3 pitchers so far. As this is David Wallace. That looks like David Wallace. Or maybe that's...
Das Spiel könnte frühzeitig zu Ende sein. Gemäß der 10-Run-Rule in Baseball-Deutschland gilt die Regel, wenn ein Team nach 7 gespielten Innings mit 10 oder mehr Punkten.
This is David Wallace. David Wallace is going to pinch hit.
Das heißt, wenn die Disciples hier
Wallace pinch hitting for Ziegler.
Aus. Einen kurzen Wechsel gab es hier noch. David Wallace jetzt.
Wallace, the 16-year-old, plays with the Haar second team and he's had a few at-bats here in the first Bundesliga. Looks at a strike, nothing in 1. Wallace has had 2 at-bats. He has walked 1 time. Strike 1 to him as Seyfried deals. This one in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Will man das Spiel jetzt hier überhaupt noch länger fortführen oder ist man nicht auch zufrieden damit, wenn man sich jetzt noch ein paar Pitcher sparen kann?
1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a fly ball, well hit to left field. Lutz has got a beat on it though, and he makes an easy one-handed catch. And that is out number 2. As far as I know, that's the first play Sascha Lutz has gotten to make in the entire game. So 2 down, and David Selsemeyer. And this is Bernd Radovic is going to pinch it for Selsemeyer. Radovic has been nursing a leg injury. Right-hand hitter. 2 down in the last of the 7th. This will be the end of the ball game. If the Disciples cannot score, strike 1 to Radovic, nothing and 1. And then we'll take about a half-hour break, and we'll come back with a brand new ball game. And the Haar Disciples are hoping that that's more than just a literal description. The Disciples hope that they play a whole new ball game in the second game. The 1-strike pitch, grounded weakly back to Seyfried. He fields it, throws to first, and Heidenheim wins by a score of 14-4. Radovic grounds out 1-3. That's the 3rd out of the inning. The winning pitcher would be Robert Gruber, because Luke Sommer did not pitch 5 innings. Losing pitcher would be Kevin Treasel. 14 runs on 14 hits, no errors for the Heidenheim Heidekopf. 4 runs on 11 hits and 3 errors. And lots of walks for the Haar Disciples, as they've lost now 3 in a row. And they will try to turn things around in Game 2 of this doubleheader. So we're going to wait about a half an hour. It is 3:26.
Für alle, die sich jetzt einen Tennisball gesichert haben, gerade in den letzten Minuten, die möchte ich jetzt alle bitten, sich im Infield der Disciples einzufinden für unsere Einkaufswagen-Aktion. Sadie Bastel steht schon bereit. Das ist der junge, hübsche Mann, der da gerade so schön winkt. Mit den absolut besten Socken am ganzen Feld. Bitte alle zu ihm kommen derzeit. Von da aus wird dann die ganze Aktion starten. So, auf geht's. Ich sehe noch jede Menge Leute hier mit Tennisballen auf der Tribüne. Langsam sich hinbewegen. Die freie Burger, freies Bier besorgen. Wenn man, wie gesagt, es schafft, mit dem Tennisball im Einkaufswagen liegen zu bleiben. Das Ganze hört sich wesentlich einfacher an, als es ist. Aber unmöglich ist es auf keinen Fall. Also jetzt wird das Ganze schon etwas dichter da um den Outfielder der Disciples. Ich würde jetzt noch schnell mal die Regeln erklären und sobald das geschehen ist, kann es dann auch gleich losgehen. Nebenbei möchte ich nochmal auf die Aktion zum heutigen Vatertag hinweisen. Wie gesagt, das komplette erste Inning des Spiels Nummer 2, was in ungefähr einer halben Stunde dann losgehen wird, gibt es Bier für genau 1 Euro. So, wie gesagt, jetzt geht es aufstellen an der grünen Kante des Infield Diamonds. Einkaufswagen kommt hier auch auf die Home Plate. Nein, doch wieder etwas weiter vor. Ja, das ist gar so schwierig, vor allem weil auch einige Jüngere dabei sind.
Warum nicht? Weil ich alleine strahle schrecklich ab. Meine Zeit ist nicht knapp. Ich hab bloß viel zu erzählen. Woraus euch an einem Ziel besser jetzt auch bitten zu gehen. Ich tu das Blöde, die mich hassen und ist täglich zu Hause. Nur das meine Platte hast du die Flaus aus den Hause. Check kann ich mal ab. Stopp, nur die Pause.
So, dann gilt es. Set Titel aus dem Weg. Auf geht's. Eddie Bastel gibt das Kommando zum Start. Wir ziehen runter. Countdown. 3, 2, 1, Feuer frei! Ja, da ist schon einer ganz knapp dran gewesen. Und jawohl! Wir haben schon einen ersten Gewinner. Einer wieder ganz knapp fast drinnen. Die letzten Bälle jetzt. Auf geht's. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wer ist noch nicht? Wer hat noch nicht geworfen? Okay, das war's. Nein, ein Ball kommt noch. Ja, da gibt es immer noch einen. Und hopp, hopp, hopp. Jawohl, wir haben einen Gewinner. Gratulation. Der Gewinner bitte vorkommen zum Steady. Dort gibt es dann auch genau gesagt, was der heutige Preis sein wird. Bier wird es für den jungen Mann wohl hoffentlich keins geben, aber ich denke, wir werden auch das eine oder andere finden, was er sich Schönes hier bei uns aussuchen kann. Vielen Dank an alle, die mitgemacht haben. Jetzt kurze Pause von 20 Minuten, eine halbe Stunde ungefähr und dann, wie gesagt, die Vatertagsaktion. Bier für 1 Euro im kompletten ersten Inning des zweiten Spiels des heutigen Tages.
laufen höchstens auf TN3. Ist nicht so, dann überzeugt mich bitte vom Gegenteil. Ich wusste, ihr kapituliert, wenn's brenzlig wird. Vorher habt ihr auf Klick gemacht, dabei gehofft, dass es endlich wird. Wollt nicht bleiben, also eure Fans angelogen. Und jetzt werden Konsequenzen gezogen mit den schlimmsten Methoden. Ich werde vom Bleiern geschlichen, auf Cybers